Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you today. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Folks, one thing I will say about the Unrivaled Basketball League, the coaches, the general managers, the executives involved in the player and the roster selection, these folks have been working overtime. These folks have been overexerting their efforts trying to build the best 3v3 full court basketball team known to mankind. Ever since they received their rosters or picked their rosters, however you want to look at it, they've been going over them with a fine-tooth comb, analyzing every stat, looking at it with a microscope, standing at it from a distance, pulling out a telescope, looking at it from that direction. And before the season even starts, before we even see what these teams look like, before they even see what those teams look like, they're forward thinking, they're thinking ahead, they're one step ahead, they're faster, they're smarter, they're better than us. They know something we don't know. They hopped on NBA 2K25, one on the blacktop. They built the teams, they simulated the teams, they know what team's going to dominate, what team's going to perform at a higher level than the others. Lunar Owls, Phantom, Mist. Something's got to change here. Something's got to change. And something changed indeed. There's already been a trade in the Unrivaled 3v3 basketball league. But before we get into the trade, Katie Lou Samuelson was announced on Friday as a member of the 3v3 Unrivaled basketball league. That's right, yet another member of the Mermaid Squad. Another member of the Indiana Fever. Katie Lou Samuelson is on the Phantom. Hopefully, she can get her shot back. Hopefully, she can get in game shape. Between Katie Lou Samuelson, between Lexi Hall, between Aaliyah Boston, one positive I think everybody should take out of this, especially Fever fans, is that we have three players that two definitely are going to be involved in our rotation heavily. A third potentially in Katie Lou Samuelson. These three are going to be ready to go come May 17th. Come the preseason. These three players are going to be in game shape. Their shots already going to be crisp. It's going to be up to them to stay in whatever form they're in when it comes the end of the season of Unrivaled in March to the beginning of the season early May for preseason. It's up to them to stay. But we have a head start when it comes to that aspect that I don't think we have addressed nearly enough. We have three players in Unrivaled that are already going to be a step ahead of the competition. Kelsey Mitchell coming back from China, ready to go. Nalissa Smith coming back from China, ready to go. Caitlin Clark coming back from the hyperbolic chamber, ready to go. We don't know what Grace Berger's gonna look like next year. She's already bulk. She's already strong as an ox. She's gonna come back bigger, stronger, get some minutes at backup point guard. Erica Wheeler, she stay on the team. What free agents are we going after? We have three players in Unrivaled with a bit of a head start. But back to the trade. The Laces are trading Courtney Williams to the Lunar Owls in exchange for Natasha Cloud, and subsequently, the Laces are trading Natasha Cloud and the final wild card to the Phantom in exchange for Jackie Young and Tiffany Hayes. Jackie Young and Tiffany Hayes. They did us a favor and they produced a nice video as to what it would actually look like in terms of the teams moving around. Now, again, you know what's funny about this whole entire thing? They're treating a third wild card without even telling you that that's Kelsey Plum's spot. The last wild card was announced on Friday as Katie Lou Samuelson. And then you get to Saturday, and now we have an unrivaled trade. Cameron Brink was one wild card. Katie Lou Samuelson was the second wild card. And now we need one more wild card. They still haven't even told us why we're getting an additional third wild card. We're getting a third wild card, in case everybody hasn't been following this plot all along, because Kelsey Plum dropped out of the league. That's why we're getting this wild card. Because Kelsey Plum said, I'll see you next time. Because Kelsey Plum said, I decided not to take part in the inaugural season of Unrivaled in order to take some more time for myself this offseason. I appreciate the league understanding and being so accommodating. I wish the league and other players nothing but the best, and I'm excited to watch. Unrivaled still hasn't addressed this, thus a third wild card. They didn't address this. They took Kelsey Plum off their website, and we're getting a third wild card without even being told why. Secondary, if we're already making trades, what was the point of the roster selection in the first place? That's the question that everybody has. If we're already allowed to make trades going up until the first game of the season, why are we making trades already? What was the point of the draft? We don't even know what the teams look like. If we look at one of these teams, what was this, the Lunar Owls? We have Nafisa Collier, Courtney Williams, same team. I thought Skylar Diggins-Smith as well. I thought we want, no, excuse me, that's not, they're not on the same team. But we have Courtney Williams and Nafisa Collier. They play on the same team. We have the Laces, Kay Martin, Jackie Young. They literally just played on the same team. Part of this being sold Unrivaled was seeing players on different teams play with each other that we weren't expecting. We literally just saw Nafisa Collier and Courtney Williams play with each other the other day. But again, I would much rather have them just... The video was manufactured enough. Just manufacture everybody being on their own team. Manufacture them being on the team so we're not even... Oh, I know what we're doing here. We're just manufacturing drama. We're manufacturing a storyline. We're making things happen. We're fabricating news. It's tough. It's tough. We're a little bit over 3 weeks away from the start of the inaugural basketball season. What Ray Burrell said made me a little bit more intrigued on what these games are going to look like. But again, on this standpoint of how these things get announced, how these things get released, Unrivaled just looks messy and out of sorts. So were the coaches and the GMs looking at their rosters like, I need to improve already without even knowing how these players play with each other? We understand? Are we picking up what I'm putting down? This isn't a team getting better in the offseason that needs to make a trade to improve. That's not what that is. This is a group of players who haven't played together at all. You don't know how good your team is yet. You don't know where your strengths or weaknesses yet, and you're already making trades. After you've given us a 20-minute video of team selections, player selections, and then we get 2 wild cards. But there's really a third wild card. There's just a lot around Unrivaled. January 17th, Unrivaled 3v3 Basketball League. Katie Lou Samuelson, Lexi Hull, AB, already at Unrivaled. We're already making trades. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. I will so greatly appreciate it. As always, take it easy.